Hi everybody, it's all. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Today I am going to be doing a full face of first impressions using some of the makeup that I received for Christmas 2024. Before we get started, I applied my foundation and concealer using the Maybelline Fit concealer, which you've seen me do a review of in my last video. And I absolutely love this because it is a nice lasting concealer and it's something that I can definitely wear and get away without having to go in with a traditional foundation. It provides enough coverage and it is a really nice natural finish. So this is probably my favourite of 2025, and I am maybe looking into considering the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint because I have heard it is a light coverage and I'm starting to like this over a traditional foundation. Right, and with that being said, let's get into today's video. So I'm going to start off with a blusher. Now this blusher is one that I've not really used before on my channel, and it was something that I tried when I was out shopping. I asked for this on my Christmas list, and it's the one that I've absolutely loved. Now this could be the year that I discover cream blush, so this one that I'm trying today is the Kiko Velvet Touch Creamy Stick Blush. The shade I have got here is number 7, and here it is. It is a nice mauvey pink finish. There were other shades in there, but I thought I would try with this one because it looks more of a natural tint, and it is a stick. It's very similar to the, is it the Fenty? I think it's a Fenty cream blush or a brown cream blush, so it is very resembling of many drugstore brands. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint this on my face, and I'm going to be using a Real Techniques multitask cheek brush to blend that in. Oh, I like that. I might have a look at my mirror to see what this looks like, and this looks like you do get a really nice pigmented colour. Of course, feel free to add more if you feel like you might need another pop of colour, but I am just going to be sticking with this because with this being a first impressions and I'm working unscripted here, we shall find out as we go along. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on here and then just blend that in. And this is something that I can use as a blusher and a highlighter because it has a very subtle sheen, and it is something that I can take on the go. It's very travel friendly. Once I find out if this is robust or not, I'll be able to tell you guys and then give you an honest input of what I think of each product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of a highlighter. And since we're talking about highlighters, I might go in with a powder brush just to quickly add a little bit of highlight. In case you're wondering, I'm using my absolute favourite, the MAC Cherry Blossom. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in with my eyes. Now, I have quite a few eyeshadows that I would like to play around with. I received many, but I'm kind of struggling to choose which one I want to go with. So I'm debating whether I go for the Kiko Multi Glamour Finish eyeshadow palette in the shade 01. Is this like the Earth Tones palette? I think it's this might be the Earth Tones one. And yes, it is. It's very similar to the MAC Amber 9 palette. Or do I go for a single palette? Do I go for a single shadow? Do I go for the Holiday Wonderlight one? Or do I go for this Ted Baker eye collection bundle? Actually, you know what? I might go for this because you have pretty much all of your eye essentials here. So I might go in with the Ted Baker one. So inside, I'll bring you guys out for just a moment. So in this set, you get a eyeshadow quad, you get a liquid liner, you get a primer, you get a mascara, and a dual-ended shadow brush. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take these out. And then when I seen that I got the eyeshadow primer, I thought, because I still have this Ted Baker primer in here, which is literally on its last legs, and when this ran out of me I thought, what am I going to do here? So I mean, I did use a bit of my Kiko BV Double Protection as a primer. Still does a great job, might not be the same, but when I found out I had this and I thought, eyeshadow primer, I'm so glad I have it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this on before I put on my eyeshadow. And this is a really nice doe foot applicator as well, so it is a very comfortable opaque, translucent, sorry, eyeshadow primer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the eyeshadow pod out without breaking the lid. So I'm going to get the brush. So this is the brush here. So you have a flat one, this is for packing on the lid, and then you have a fluffy one that you can use to blend out my crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this lid. I might have to, here we go, because I was wanting to take it out without breaking the mirror lid. And here is the eyeshadow. It looks very resembling to the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's the Exaggerise eyeshadow palette, which has got some really, really nice colours in here. So in this quad you have warm gold, shimmer, rose gold. Actually they're all shimmer. I thought this one might have been a matte that I could use to blend out my crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this plastic. So you have the shade warm gold, rose gold, pale gold and bronze. So I'm debating whether to go for a rose gold one. I might have to get several brushes, which I've dropped on the floor. And then what I might do is I might bring you guys in. And I might go in with a little bit of this top left hand colour here. Doesn't look like there's any fallback or kickback in the pan. Very pigmented. I absolutely love this colour that I'm going to be taking all over my eyelid. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of this bronze gold shade. I'm not sure how heavy this is going to be. And I'll apply this on the outer, oh I like that, the outer part of my eye. And then trace it along the top of my eyeball. So overall this looks like it has some really nice natural gold shades in here, and it's definitely something that I could take from day to night. I'm going to take a little bit of that onto the outer part of the lid. And I am looking forward to playing around with the rest of the shades in this palette, but I'll do that at a later date. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go in with the liquid liner now. And I absolutely love the packaging on this. It blends in with what I think this will be. I'm not sure if this will be a black or a brown. This looks like a black liner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using that just to trace along my lash line. Now I like how that glides along, so, and the nib is nice and long, so at least I can take it into the inner corners. And then do the other eye. Now normally I'm not someone who does liquid liner, but I thought I would give this a go because at least I'll surprise myself with reaching back for something that I used to enjoy doing. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Ted Baker mascara. I like how I've got a full size 10ml product. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick coat of this on my lashes. Oh yes, and this is a bristle applicator as opposed to a plastic one, which I must say I'm not overly keen on, but at least I'm careful not to like poke myself in the eye. Well, I just realised I've not done the concealer on this side, so I'm going to just do that to clean up any areas that the shadow might have fallen. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that blusher. Okay guys, now it is time for lips. Now I've got quite a few lip products that I might play around with. I've got a choice of either this 3D Hydra lip gloss here from Kiko in the shade number 12, which is a... I'm going to bring you guys out. So this looks like a nice red colour. Or I've got the shade 17, which is a... This is more of a pinky neutral colour, but I feel like I also want to have a go at these Visage Skin Lipslick colour balms. So the shades I've got here is the shade number 2 and the shade number 3. So number 2 is a... This is in the colour. This looks like a nice corally orange colour, whereas number 3 looks more of a... This looks more like a reddy colour, so I'm kind of wanting to... I feel like number 3 is calling my name, so I'm going to go for that today. Oh wow, that feels really nice. And that colour looks like a really nice soft red. It's something that I wanted to go with today because I am wearing red. Feels really creamy and there's like a nice washer colour without it looking too much, so at least this is something I can definitely see that I'll wear in my everyday makeup. I feel like they've got the packaging spot on as well. It's very similar to a... I think it's very similar to the YSL lipsticks in terms of the gold and then the see-through lid where you can see the balm. So I feel like they've done a cracking job on nailing the luxury within the drugstore market. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of this 3D Hydra lip gloss in the shade number 12. And that, guys, is my makeup all finished. I really like all the products that I've tried in today's video, and I'm really happy that I received these for Christmas because these look absolutely gorgeous. I'm looking forward to getting a lot of use out of these throughout the start of 2025 and beyond, because this is something that might appear in my summer and spring makeup. There is a lot of colours that I would definitely use for spring, especially the eyeshadow. I might see how long the shadow lasts and what the liquid liner is like, because I mean, as you guys saw, it was a nice slim liner. Like, I don't normally go for liquid liner, but I thought I would give it a go because I feel like it has been quite a while since I did something along those lines. The lipsticks are my favourite, especially number 3. I feel like this is a really nice one that I could use for winter spring, and then number 2 I could use for more summer because it's more of a corally orange. What I might do is I might do a separate face impressions on this in another video, as well as my follow-up with this long-lasting shadow stick. But I might split that across a couple of videos, so at least you've got something to look forward to. Let me know in the comments what your favourite product was featured in the video, because I would love to hear some of your suggestions and get a lot more use out of it. In the meantime, that is it for today's video. Be sure to hit the bell down below so you're the first to hear of any new comments. Smash the thumbs up button if you really like this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.